Sheila, what's going on, girl?
That's gotta be the funniest way to introduce yourself to Sheila Ford. The Detroit Lions drafted safety Kerby Joseph out of Illinois with the 97th overall pick of the 2022 draft. Last year, he came into his rookie season and was one of the best, if not the best, rookie safety. After filling in for Tracy Walker after his Week 3 injury against the Vikings, Joseph started and played the rest of the season. And Kerby Joseph was phenomenal all season long. He gained custody of Aaron Rodgers and earned the role as his father after picking him off 4 times. Fuck the pack. All jokes aside, Joseph showed a ton of talent last season and looks to be a big part of the Lions' future defense. What I like most about Kerby isn't just his athleticism, but it seems like Kerby's the type of player that can step up and make the big plays, no matter how big the moment, no matter where you put Kerby on the field. He can make something happen, and he just seems to have this super strong awareness and playmaking skills. I want to start by looking at Kerby Joseph's playmaking ability, and we're going to look at Kerby's 2 forced fumbles he had last season. The first one comes Week 8 against Miami. Kerby's the deep free safety in the cover 1 defense. Gesicki's in motion, the ball is snapped to Tua in the shotgun, it's play action, he hits Miles Sanders on a dot, and Kerby Joseph comes up with a big hit to force the fumble. And I talk so highly of Kerby's playmaking and awareness skills because as Tua is throwing this ball, Kerby has stayed focused and kept himself in a good position regarding the wide receiver. And as the ball is being thrown, he starts his break on the wide receiver and is in the perfect position to make a great play. And that's what you're going to notice as you watch more of this video and I show you more of Kerby's tape. He's always in the right place at the right time. His awareness is always on point, and that's what makes him such a great safety. Then against the Cowboys, the Lions again in the cover 1 defense with Kerby as the safety. Noah Brown catches the pass from Prescott, and Kerby Joseph at the right place at the right time delivers a big hit and forces another fumble. Kerby excels at keeping his eyes on and reading the quarterback to start his break at the perfect time to either make a play on the ball or here deliver a big hit. Moving to Week 9 against the Packers, and we'll be looking at quite a few plays of Kerby Joseph against Aaron Rodgers because that's where he just had the majority of his great plays. Here the Lions defense is portraying an aggressive front and Kerby Joseph is lined up on the line of scrimmage, and I think this is Kerby's best play from the whole 2022 season. Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun, 1 man in the backfield with him, 3 wide receivers out wide. The ball is snapped, the Lions break out into their coverage. Rodgers drops back, looks deep, throws deep, and Kerby Joseph tips and deflects the ball that would have been an easy touchdown for Tua. It's easier to watch in slow motion. Watch Kerby here keep with Tua from the line of scrimmage. Kerby's also great at rotating his hips. That's why he's able to stay with Tua on this route. Rodgers sees it deep. Rodgers thinks this is a touchdown. He's visibly frustrated after this play because it should have been a touchdown, but sadly for him, Kerby Joseph in his freak athleticism makes a great play on the ball. I always say if he would have intercepted this ball, it would have been one of the best interceptions of all time. But with Kerby's wingspan and athleticism, he barely gets a finger on that ball to disrupt the pass. The next play we're looking at isn't even Kerby in coverage. The Packers had the ball at the 1-yard line. The Lions are trying to stop him. They do end up stopping him, and on 4th down, that's where Hutchinson has his end zone interception. But here Kerby is lined up on the edge. This is 1st and goal for the Packers. A.J. Dillon gets the handoff, cuts out to the right, and Barnes and Kerby Joseph stop him at the goal line. And I think this play is a great testament to how versatile and athletic Kerby Joseph is. Not only is he great in coverage, but if he needs to, he can help stop a man from running in for a 1-yard touchdown. And here's another play that's not showing Kerby's coverage skills, but rather his awareness and football IQ. Here he's on the edge and he's going to be pressuring Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers in the shotgun, the ball is snapped, it's play action. Rodgers throws, it bounces off his offensive line's helmet, and it's intercepted by Kerby Joseph. Joseph does so good on this play because while he's pressuring the quarterback, while he's trying to take down Rodgers, he's being blocked, but he's still paying attention to everything that's going on around him. He's still able to notice the ball deflecting off the offensive line's helmet and going up in the air. He turns around and makes a great play on the ball. One thing that's funny is that Kerby knows exactly where this ball is going to be after he turns around, even though he wasn't in coverage on this play, and he was totally turned around and facing the other direction. Number 9, Christian Watson, who is blocking Kerby, you can see has no idea where the ball is going to be, but if he catches this, it's a touchdown. On this next play, the Packers are in an empty set with Rodgers having 5 out wide, and pay attention here to Robert Tonyan because he's going to be Rodgers' target. Tanyan's going to be going up the field and then coming across just before the goal line in the post route. The Lions' backs are split between zone and man coverage in their cover 2 defense, and Kerby here is the strong safety on the right. Rodgers in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back, looking around, takes a shot at Tonyan over the middle of the field, and it's picked off by Kerby Joseph. Kerby again does a great job here as he has before, keeping his eyes on the quarterback's vision and reading Rodgers like a book. Now this ball is a bit underthrown and Tonyan really isn't even that open because there's 2 safeties crashing down on him, but nevertheless, it's another dub for Kerby. Now we're finally to the Week 18 Packers matchup. Again on this play, the Packers are an empty set with 5 out wide. Kerby here is the Rodgers left and is the strong safety. And on this play here, the Lions coverage is going to have 0 man-to-man defense. It's going to be 100% zone coverage. Rodgers in the shotgun drops back, looks left, throws deep left, but Kerby Joseph swipes in, comes across the middle of the field, and picks off Rodgers for the 3rd time. It's like taking candy from a baby. Kerby Joseph fools Aaron Rodgers pretty good on this play. When the ball snapped, he drops back into his coverage. Again, great footwork, great movement with his hips, and he has a man behind him facing his back, and he knows this, and he sees Aaron Rodgers looking that way, throwing that way, so he turns around and takes the ball out of the air. He knows where the wide receiver is, even though he's not looking directly at him. He knows that he can still turn around and make a play on the ball if it's thrown that direction, judging by where he is, keeps himself in a perfect position, and takes another one out of the air. On this play, it's another empty set, 5 out wide. Once again, Kerby here to Rodgers' right, the strong safety. Rodgers again in the shotgun, the ball snapped, he drops back, Kerby drops back into his coverage, goes across the field, and deflects, and saves another touchdown. This would have been an amazing interception if he could have hauled it in. It would have been a hard one though, but it's still taking away another touchdown from Aaron Rodgers, and again, another instance where he read him like a book and kept himself in a perfect position to come back and make a play on the ball. And of course, the last play we'll be looking at is Kerby Joseph picking off Aaron Rodgers for the 4th time of his rookie season. This is Rodgers' last pass in Lambeau Field, last pass in a Packers uniform. Kerby's the free safety in the cover 1 defense. Rodgers has a tight bunch to his left, 1 in the backfield, 4 out wide altogether. He drops back, looks right. It's a terrible ball, extremely underthrown, and Kerby easily takes it in for his 4th interception to end the game. After watching all this film, if you weren't a fan of Kerby Joseph before this video, I'm hoping that you probably are one now, because this man is just incredible, had a phenomenal rookie season, and I cannot wait to see him play next year. Anyway, that's going to be the end of this video. If you enjoyed my content, I'd really appreciate if you could like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. And once again, as always, fuck the Pack. Thanks for watching.